Blue Ridge HealthCare is an excellent place for medical students, residents, and interns to get an education. And I think we offer a lot of advantages. The incredible access to technological resources, to the latest innovative equipment that we have here, but we also have an excellent healthcare team. Our team is very geared towards service, towards patient care, and improving the quality of care and service that we deliver to our patients every single day.
There's going to be a lot of excitement when we start our new program. We've got a lot of new faces here, a lot of young doctors coming out of residency and fellowship. I think they're eager to teach. They've just come from a teaching experience, and plus we have the wisdom of the older physicians who are ready to pass that on to the younger teaching physicians as well as the up-and-coming physicians. The technology here is going to be up-to-date, state-of-the-art as far as access on medical diseases through the computer. Handheld use will be good. The accommodations for our residents, a place to stay, a place to eat, a place to live, is going to be, unmatched, I believe. Just from where I've been in several different areas, this is a great place to live, a great place to train, to have time to focus and study on the things that you need to do, and to be available to come into the clinic and the hospital to get the education that you need.
We have a relationship with the Virginia College of Osteopathic Medicine, which is up in Blacksburg, Virginia. And it is an outstanding young school. They've only graduated 3 classes so far, but they have been very successful at getting their physicians matched to residency programs, and they're out doing wonderful work taking care of folks. We're going to use them as one of the sites, but we're also going to be visiting other schools around the country, both on the East Coast in West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, but also out in Colorado and Wyoming, other places where these schools exist.
I think after completion of the residency here, a lot of the residents might find that this is an area they want to live. Just as myself and my family came to visit and we realized that this is just going to be a wonderful place to live and raise a family and to practice medicine.
I've lived all over the world, in England, Japan, and I was stationed in a variety of places around the country. I haven't lived any places prettier than Western North Carolina. You've got mountains, the residents are never going to get out of the building because they're working so hard. But once they get out and when they have their family, they are going to be right at the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. It is gorgeous here. And if you want to, you can drive to the beach in just a few hours, and it's some of the nicest beach this side of Hawaii. And so it's a very pleasant place to live. One of the advantages, I think, of this program versus a more urban program is that you really do have the nice, and I really mean it, nice small town feel for it. In our house, I can walk down to the multiplex and watch the movies, or the live music on the courthouse square, every Friday night in the summer. Those things to me are hard to put a dollar value on, but they are just so nice.
Moving here from a busier place has made me appreciate Burke County for what it is, and it being a slower paced area, I guess a softer, hectic, I don't know if that's the right words to use, but it's you're busy, you're doing your things. The traffic, at its busiest time is slow compared to most big places that you would live. So those are stresses that may not seem like a big deal, but when you're in residency training and your route is from home or apartment to hospital and back, if you can make that drive easier, it means a lot. As far as the environment they will live in, just the atmosphere, it's going to be very good, very conducive. There's going to be a lot of fun things to do, a lot of relaxing things to do, places to go. We're kind of settled here in between, larger areas, whether it be Hickory, Charlotte, Asheville. Those are not far away, within an hour to an hour and a half's drive for the farthest of them, and so there's not going to be any activities that they will miss.
Well, on August 30th of 2010, we're going to have our first group of medical students who will be here for an entire year. We'll have 8 medical students who will be rotating through different specialties. And next year, in July of 2011, we will begin our family practice residency program and our rotating internship program.
You have to get a commitment from your physicians, from your administrative leadership, from your nursing staff, because all these people have to work together. And until an organization gets to a point where they can see that this is a good thing for them, for the organization, for the community, you aren't going to get there. I think that that's where we are with Blue Ridge right now, is we know this is the future.
In order to have a successful residency, it needs to be very organized. And we need to know what we need our residents to learn. We need to know what they need to read to prepare for their experiences, and we need to get them in and get their hands on as much and as many things as possible with appropriate supervision. We want them to be independent practitioners and not feel that they're limited only by their prescription pad, that they can actually get hands-on and do procedures, and I look forward to focusing on that with our residency program.
We strongly believe that this is going to improve the health care for our area. When you are teaching, you have to be really sure of what you're doing. You know, you don't want to try to slide them by them. So this will make all of our current staff be more on the ball. We're constantly required to study and to maintain our clinical skills, but when you have to explain to somebody why you do that, then you really have to make sure that it's not just that I remember it this way. I go back and say, yes, this is the right way, or this is the better way that may be a little bit different. So it raises everybody's game.
We are going to really focus and make sure that we are paying attention to the didactic side of things. We're going to make sure that we have a regularly scheduled morning report, that we have a noon lecture, that we have grand rounds, that we have different subspecialists coming in to talk about different topics. Our utmost priority is that we make the best doctor that we can make, and not just for us here in this community, but that we can have residents that leave here are ready to practice medicine anywhere in this country, and be known in their communities as a top doc.